Hello. Where am I? There I am. Okay, everything took a minute to load in. I got confused. I got worried. I was like, oh, oh no, a movie. I don't want a movie. No spoilers for Lieutenant Columbo. I was trying to wear my yellow glasses, my gunner glasses brand. Oh, that's not the character we want to play. And it turns out that my webcam does not like them, and my eyeballs were just floating around wildly, so I cannot wear those. Which is too bad, because I was wearing them earlier, and they did help me actually read things on the screen. So instead, I just turned on the nightlight on the computer. Shh, don't tell anybody. Hopefully that doesn't affect the stream at all. I don't think it should. If the stream's slightly yellower than normal, I apologize. It's to help you read better, and me. But yeah, apparently webcams don't like yellow glasses. That's what I learned. Now I believe we just killed a Freet. And we left in Limsa for some godforsaken reason so that we could be inundated with noise when we entered, I guess. So let's go... pray return to the Waking Sands. Oh yeah, because were we doing a class quest last or something? I don't know. I don't know what we were doing. Gaming! It's time for some gaming! We gotta go talk to Minthelia. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the cat blankie, but it's too warm today for a cat blankie. And I'm not so sleepy. I got some caffeine beverage here. I'm good. I'm good to go. Nedrick is, I'm pretty sure, who gives us Halatali, so we gotta talk to him when we want to do that. But I am not queuing as DPS again. It takes too long. We have to become a healer. That is the mission. Entrance to the Solar. That is pronounced Solar, right? Not Solar. I'm glad your fever's gone, McFreeze. I hope you're feeling better. No more eating bad chicken. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ishtola and the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you had personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. I forgot about Columbo's glasses. They're good. We have guests, Lieutenant, or rather, you have guests. Big pardons! Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Lieutenant, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for their own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. Court you? They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Lieutenant's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Hi there, delivery dude. Eep! I miss Tatara saying eep! Your reputation precedes you, Master Columbo. Lieutenant, not Master, thank you. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. I don't give a shit about Twelveswood, buddy. Fuck the 12s would. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Columbo. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral is not exaggerating when she said that you had the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. As do many others in Limsa. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. These people are so dramatic about their armies, dude. Well, it's what am I supposed to do? Just click through everything? Yeah, I'm reading. Lady Minfilia. It's fun to read the voices. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. Like chocobos. Chocobos. You just gotta have chocobo. If you are agonizing over which Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet, I concede that this is no small choice you face. It's an easy choice. I'm gonna pick the ones with the cool uniforms. And I have, I've beaten most of the game on another account. I just wanted to play it from fresh and do all the story stuff. I'm not actually at the end of the game, but I'm close. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Yeah, a fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Lieutenant hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. Also, what is with the adder's bow there? The adder salute is like a weird little bow. Strange company. Strange company, worst uniforms. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Lieutenant, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Thanks for the cell phone, Minfilia. Eorzea is changing, Lieutenant, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we can't achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Alright, let's go hear some voice acting from professional voice actors that are not me. That did not mean to imply that I am. I was trying to imply the opposite. I'm not good at this. I do my best. I'm getting better. They got voices in this game. Did you know they got voice acting? Glory to the Sultana! Hey, I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Lieutenant. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know when and where the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Sitsier Kane Senna will deliver her address at Mikedo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Roban al-Din will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Morovib Blefhuizen, I forget how to pronounce it already, will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthiel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with the record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell! That's a lot of words to just say. Just go wherever you fucking want. It's gonna be there for you no matter what. They're not gonna start without you. What's the cheapest way to get to Gridania? Let's see, there's a boat over here to Limsa. That is not gonna take me. Wait, does it go to Limsa or does it go to Gridania? It goes to Limsa, so let's teleport, I guess. We simply teleport. 448 gil, you gotta be kidding me! The special guest is gonna be the LA Beast instead, actually, I'm sorry. It won't be Mr. Beast. God, I wish it was the LA Beast. What's these blue check marks? I don't want to be a carpenter. I also don't want to hear Connie Senna talk ever, but we have to hear her blather on for about an hour now. Don't worry, I will talk over her. And make fun of her. And talk about how weird Padgels are. Padgels are so... I hate them. I hate them so much. They're so weird. It's creepy. It's creepy. You should not make forever children. That's weird. Why do you do that? This forest is a stupid place. Do I have the Ethernet shard? I did not have the Ethernet shard. I like G Fuel. I like the flavor of it, and I like the energy it gives me. But boy, does it not dissolve well in water. You just have to have a spoon in it all the time to keep stirring it. Ugh, and it got kind of bitter. Blah.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Oh, is that so? Okay, stumbling over bodies, I guess so. Boo!
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood.
Oh, I should put on the auto thing. Whoopsie. I'm not clicking shit.
Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled
How old do you think
sunlight
she
of the
is?
forest.
Like, what? How old is this child? Is she like 300? I'll bet
Through
she's like
great
300 years
effort,
old.
They proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born.
That's Rendere.
Some 5 centuries ago.
I think she's older
Working
than
hand
52.
in
I think she's at
hand,
least 100.
The Hure and the Elysian settlers
I don't know, I'm gonna
sowed
Google
the
it.
seeds of our civilization. And
I bet
soon
this information
they were
is known.
joined by folk of all races.
How old is Khan?
So nourished by the waters of unity,
Senna?
and blessed by the light of the matron.
Oh, she's
Gridania
apparently only
flourished
around
into the
28 years
great
old?
nation it is
That doesn't
today.
sound right.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer.
I figured she was like really, really
the
old.
entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Who is this asshole? What the fuck up?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas,
I was just
our
playing
neighbors
current
have not
content on my
always
mains,
sought the
and
same
hearing
for
Alphino's
themselves,
voice in ARR
nor
right now
for
is really
us.
jarring. It's super jarring.
though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life.
She was in Final
Ever have
Fantasy
we
1?
fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to
God, they're so
Eorzea,
creepy.
we rallied under
I'd
the
believe
noble
it.
standard
When
of
you,
the Twin
what, do you
Adder,
mean
that we
1.0 or
might
do you mean
push
Final
back
Fantasy
the
11?
encroaching
Because Final Fantasy
darkness.
11 is like a totally different world, right? It's not Eorzea.
And it was we who prepared the ground
Yeah,
for
I
the
think they were all in
reformation of the
1.0.
Eorzean
All the
alliance,
state leaders, weren't
that
they?
all the peoples of this
Wasn't
realm
Merlvib like the
might
only female
stand
row
united
in
against the
1.0?
common threat. Years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano.
And the field of Cartano.
It would prove the bloodiest battle
It will
in
prove the
recent memory.
bloodiest battle in recent memory.
Countless Gridanian lives were lost.
100 people died.
As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
You know, it's kind of appropriate to watch all these on
Alas,
September 11th, isn't
Their
it?
loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity.
So soon came the calamity.
The scars borne by our forest
I didn't know
are
Luda's
a
birthday was
constant
9/11.
reminder of
That's
its
unlucky.
violence. Our lives have been irrevocably
Irrevocably
changed.
changed. Next
Each
waking
waking
hour.
hour,
Blah,
a
blah, blah,
struggle
blah,
to survive.
blah.
Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to
Banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable
unconscionable
deeds.
deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal
Oh
have
my
returned
god,
in
shut
force,
up.
emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from
I also
within
I hate
and
that
without,
Alice has the same
it is of
outfit
little
as
wonder that
Alphino
our
back here,
unity
back
now
in the past.
falters. Dark
Why did they
times
dress the
are
same?
upon
That's
us.
insane. I like how later in the game when Alice changes her outfit, she's like, yeah, I got kind of tired of dressing identically to my
On
stupid
this
brother.
day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
Moment of silence. F's in the chat for the people who died 5 years ago.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
She's right.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken.
You
Guardians
guardians
remain
mean
the
greater
greatest
threat.
threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man.
Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania.
We are gathered here
To honor the fallen.
Let them be honored, not only
She
in
just
word
fucking
and
goes, dude. She
but
just
through
does not shut up.
concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard.
I think she's the longest speech of all these speeches too that you have
And
to go to.
together,
Which is too bad,
let
because I
us
would
heal
listen
the
to Merlin
forest's
talk all day.
wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs.
Beneath these ancient
For
boughs.
serenity,
Purity.
purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Must
What will
think-
be done?
It's up to
We
us
must
to
think
protect
of the
forest.
children!
Elementals!
For the elementals! This is such. I hate Gridania. I hate Gridania. Oh, I hate Gridania. We must think of the children! What children? I don't see any children running around, do you? I don't see a single kid in this town except for the Pagel. What do you do this to your children for, huh? Why? Yeah, she's a good service. Yeah, she sure talks a lot, though. Yeah, she really talks a lot.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no,
Alfie, no.
and my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Nerd is correct. He's the biggest nerd. Largest nerd in the world. Oh. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the same time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswoods was grievously injured during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will all come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. All the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Alright, see ya. Nice meeting ya, I guess. He does it immediately, like 3 times in a row, too. It's like, dude, I don't know you. Shut up. I don't care. Anyway, let's go to, where are we going? Ulta. We're going to Ulta. We're gonna take a plane to Ulta. I'm under immune. Gotta run. Gotta go. I got for the Sultana. For the Sultana! Have I not seen this scene before? I thought I was supposed to not see these cutscenes. I think there's an option to turn off all travel cutscenes too. I need to find that and turn it off. I don't want to watch being on a plane. It's the same thing. Not exciting. Also, how come you don't sit down on the plane? You just stand there the whole time. That seems uncomfortable. Okay, character configuration. Get playback of previously viewed transportation scenes. That should just be included in the other one. This is the reception desk for flights bound for... Oh, shit. I don't want to do that. Never mind. I don't want to do that. I want to go here for the Sultana. It would be nice if they just let you skip these scenes and be like, no, I'm gonna join the Maelstrom, okay? Just, never you mind.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And
She's just-
Raban as well.
She's the Sultana Nanamo herself! I love Nanamo, she's good.
Hark you souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Yay! Cheer! Clap, 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 clap.
Hurrah! Raban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Yeah, Ul'dah! Yeah, that's where I'm from! Yeah, clap, 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 cheer!
There, at the Flame General's back flies
Oh
the
my
Grand
God, dude.
Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Shut up.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
I don't think that's how it happened, Raban.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests.
We're the Sultana!
If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled.
I respect that
Where are the
Raban shaves his
merciful
pits.
alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja.
Yeah, that's Raban, you know, the guy known for having 2 arms and using them wildly.
Meanwhile, the Garleans
I shouldn't
make
laugh
mock
at
of
that.
our
Poor
borders
Ramon.
and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act.
Go
Whether
to the
trader or
Sultana!
soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite.
Yeah, that's a good
Now
detail.
is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you.
That's she.
Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Say the line. Oh, not yet. She has to talk first, I guess.
Your grace.
I really love this part right here. It's about to happen. Yeah, yeah.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure
I just
that
love
wealth
how she
in
just sits on his
coins
arm
and
like that,
carats
like
are
she's a parrot.
gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
She must weigh like 5 pounds, dude. She's nothing to
Beloved
him.
subjects,
He is
I
very
bid you
strong, and
raise
she's also
aloft
probably very
the
light.
torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune. Stride fearless into the inferno.
We got it.
For we are by fire reborn.
I love it. Okay, let's go talk to Emerald.
Forsooth,
Oh no, we have to talk to this asshole still.
I fancy meeting you again.
Alice is like, I am so sick of his shit. Oh my god, you don't know what I have to put up with this guy. The Eldons have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Eldons do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. He is stroked to life, ha ha ha, get it? Ha ha ha, because this is like a dick. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him again with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Bye, Alice. She's like, I cannot listen to him talk anymore. I'm leaving. Relatable. Okay, now we can hit the return button and go to Limsa Lominsa. Limsa Lominsa. And then how do we get... Oh, it's this way. This way. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
All the voices are so good, dude.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
They don't really.
Yay! Clap, 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 yay!
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
Did you know they got pirates in this here? In this here Limsa Lominsa?
We assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call.
It's
from
obsessed
the
with
Knights
standards.
Of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
Yay! Clap, 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 clap. Wait, no, too early.
I swear
Too
to
early.
you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Anyone else just can't help but stare at Merlvib's boobs whenever she's on screen. She just has, like, so much
Freedom.
cleavage.
Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes.
I love how
have.
Alphino looks like a
Small
tiny
wonder,
little
beneath the
guy
surface,
next
one
to
would
that row.
struggle to tell them apart.
Like, I feel like the scale's off there. I know row are big, but I think that scale might have been a little off.
5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
I mean, you personally didn't. That was 700 years
Yet
ago.
there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck?
You know, your town is not actually a boat, right? Even
There
if
is
it was
but
built off one. You
course
are
left
aware of
to
that, right?
us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
No, the Tempest is on another world. You're
Mark
confused.
ye well. A crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
That's dark.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
No, she swallows all.
Gather the lads!
Gather the lads.
Where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
Ah, where's my cutlass? Good video game.
Fancy meeting you again.
Go away, kid. I hate you. I'm sick of talking to you. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Limensons' backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Limensons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon make decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? Of course you will. He's not, it's like, yeah, you will. Like everybody else, you want the cool looking uniforms. Okay. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Lieutenant, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Was she jesting? What? What is that, a joke? Minfilia doesn't understand humor, I don't think. Our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Okay, I have a ticket. I feel like she would not have been there because she's at the Waking Sands. I don't know. Whee! Do you ever just like click 10 times to try to find the thing you're trying to click on and you miss it every time? Because that's what I just did. Tokidoki Kawaii Club.card. That's a good name. Welcome back, Lieutenant. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Lieutenant. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will
Why
keep.
did he say it with quotes? Alphen is such an asshole.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Good idea. I will also sip you some juice.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
That's how Alice has always talked. She will never talk differently.
Since
Nope.
you're so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain.
Calamity.
So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand
Don't worry,
Companies.
Alice is going to disappear soon and you won't see her again for hours and hours and
Remembrance
hours
will
and hours.
yield no remedy.
Remember the first time I was playing through it, I just kept going like, what happened to his sister? He had a sister, right? Where'd she go?
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Because she literally does not show up again until post-game. After this, she walks out forever.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
Just some guy.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
Good day, brother.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the
Those were
burden of
apparently her
this fate,
bodyguards. Yeah.
dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
She killed them, yeah. She stopped following me and murdered them. She took out her rapier and just stabbed them. That's why she couldn't exist in 2.0 because they did not have Red Mage yet, you see. Actually, she ends up being later in the game. Before Red Mage existed. What class was she? Oh well. I'm gonna get up and shut the door real fast. 1 second. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? That's the spirit, lad. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made, it is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. 'Tis on the upper decks in case you have forgotten. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom officer can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings be sure. Okay, bye. If shift reporting. For a second, it just looked like the Chocobo was a player, and I wish it was. That would be funny. Oh, 10 seconds, I can just hit the return button. I gotta wait for 10 seconds. 7 seconds. Dipshit reporting! That's what I always say when I'm logging into my stream. Hey everybody, Dipshit's reporting. Hope you're all having a good day. Okay, after castle, after castle, after castle. It's just, oh my god. Alphino is just a contemptible little prick. Pardon my language, but he is. Till later. Like, it really takes until the end of the ARR patch quest for me to be like, okay, this guy's alright. When he just really gets shit handed to him repeatedly. It's good times. He's a big nerd. He's an alpha nerd for sure. Hail, adventurer. Oops. What business do you have at Maelstrom Command? My name is Lieutenant Columbo. I believe you are expecting me. Lieutenant Columbo, I, a recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? This had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from the lookout in Lower Lenosha, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and it appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged out down the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Columbo, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty to service in the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosha is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. I want my fucking chocobo. The amount of bullshit they make you do before they give you a chocobo, I tell ya what. Where's Cedarwood again? Lower Lenosha. Lower Lenosha. That's, might as well just pop out the gate. Oh, I don't have Spot with me. Come on, Spot! I guess I don't need Doze anymore. It'll be back later, probably. But like I said, the next time I queue for anything, I should be a healer, so we should not have to be waiting for a queue. Because what did we wait for, like 15 minutes for a free? Fuck that. I'm doing that again. No way. No way. No way, no how. That's what my main is for. When I can turn the other monitor and watch some Columbo. I was actually trying to do that yesterday, and my queue popped in 5 fucking minutes or something. And I was like, I was just starting this episode. Come on. Oh, that's on my my hunting log. Probably not worth killing at this point, or is it? Ah, fuck it. I see Spot still at it, helping me pull every guy in the cave. All right. Yeah, that was definitely not worth the experience. Columbo didn't even get a chance to be on the screen because the episode just started, and he doesn't show up until like 10 minutes into an episode. Man, I was disappointed. Anyway, I think this is our destination. And there's a lot of things over here on my hunting log. I guess I just ignored my hunting log. Dodo! Dodo! Kill that Dodo! It's getting away! An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Who is this big guy? You get it? You get it? He's a big guy, isn't he? For me, personally. I think my CPU is struggling during cutscenes a lot as I just see everything like chunk on my OBS preview. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Columbo. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. Sorry about that, buddy. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. Oh no. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. And bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Oh no, leave Wedge alone. Scouting party from Castrum Oxidants, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. That's right, the tiny Bronco. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut, but they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Columbo? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge! Good luck. To ambush! To arms! I got a book. I'm here with my book to help. My helpful book. Okay. Do they have people healing? I should watch for that. Here, I'll kill this guy. He's a magician. That is a healer. Fuck that. Oh, I forgot this thing came back. I still have no idea how to play this class. Just forget to hit buttons is how you do it, apparently. Why do these guys have so much hit point? Finally! I guess just the healer had a lot of hit point. I guess because that's who you were supposed to be targeting on. And now the Vanguard. Oh, this button came back. I needed to make like a little chime when it does that. Ah, don't hit me. Also, someone take his aggro from me, please, NPCs. Where's he going? Oh, nope, I got his aggro. It's all me. I'm just too powerful. I think I should kill him off. Yeah! We done here? Duty complete. Now I can get my chocobo. Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look, anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications, and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Columbo, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha. Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. I love Wedge, so don't call him an onion head. Alright, time to go get Chocobo. Chocobo. One last walk on our own 2 feet. Why do I always get hungry when I sit down to stream? I don't know why. I get so hungry. I get so hungry lately. I want something really like healthy but tasty. Like steamed vegetables and salmon or something. That sounds really good. Maybe some steamed vegetables with a little bit of butter and salt. Oh, that sounds really tasty. Maybe I'll go to the store and get food to cook. Or rice. I want rice too. Like just some nice white rice with maybe some egg and broccoli. Oh, Kanji, see, there you go. That sounds delicious. I need to get my rice cooker out of storage. I've been talking about doing that for a year, but I think I'm gonna go down there and do that. Maybe go to the H Mart and get a big old bag of rice. Ah, I know white rice isn't like the healthiest thing, but it's so good. It's so tasty. It's so good, and it goes with like everything. And it's just so comforting. Oh man, I should stop talking about food. I'm just making myself hungrier. You know what I haven't done in a long time too is make a pizza from scratch. I might want to do that. Again, I need to stop talking about food because it's making me hungry. Again, I'll drink my water here. That'll help. You ever make a cast iron pizza? Those are really good. Welcome back, Columbo. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of. After you've been properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... Let us start afresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Lieutenant Columbo. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is you will be joining. I might skip this. The Grand Companies... I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. We're skipping that one. Oh, and let me tell you some bullshit. To get the Chocobo, I have to go turn in this quest to get the seals to get the Chocobo. So I have to... Oh, I got a pretty flag up there. Okay. I'm gonna start the Chocobo quest. I should have read all that, but I didn't because I'm in a hurry because I want my freaking Chocobo. My freaking Chocobo! All I want in life is Chocobo. Chocobo. Oh, you're gonna make one today? Can I have a piece? Just shove it through the modem. Send it over. And you can attach it in an email. Ida and Papilimo. Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer who's a scion and a storm? Golly, how do you keep track of everything? It must be fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me, I'm always with Papilimo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papilimo? Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered around its grand company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed from the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Lominsons enacted the complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Ul'dah is an odd nation out, having made no notable changes to its armed forces. As before, and in the spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. Thank you, Papalimo. A good little bit of trivia. Welcome back, Lieutenant. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Oh, I have to get a fucking cutscene before I can get my chocobo. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Lieutenant. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some old friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. Is it Biggs and Wedge? This way, sirs. It's Biggs and Wedge. Hi, Awesome Dan. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Oh, I think he said he's Biggs and I skipped through that. Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. But who judged this? Did you guys judge this? Did you guys decide this? Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Yeah, this is a new game. I'm playing a new character. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Yeah, I've played through most of it. I just finished 5.2 on my main earlier, so I'm almost at the end. Till November. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Yeah, I wanted to replay the story because I've actually forgotten a lot of it since I played it all years ago. I figured I'd just stream it from the start with Mr. Lieutenant Columbo the Catboy here. Alright, I'm gonna go get my chocobo. See you later, Minfilia. Okay, gonna go to Limsa Laminsa. I really like how long it takes to load into Limsa because everybody's always fucking standing right here. I love Horsebird! I love Horsebird! Horsebird. Okay, I gotta get the Horsebird paperwork. Gotta make sure my papers are in order to get my Horsebird. Okay, I need my fucking chocobo. See ya. And then I think I go to the main Aetheryte again, right? I think so. My little chocobo. I need to do something about my hotbars too in a second. They're unwieldy. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo Issuance. Here you are, ma'am. Oh, I didn't think about what I should name this thing. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. Can I just have that one? I want that one. He's big. I want a big chocobo. Oh, see, you gave me a medium-sized chocobo. I want a big one. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Quay! Wahee-hoo! What kind of car does Columbo drive? Look that up real fast. I meant to look this up. What kind of car does Columbo drive? A Peugeot 403? What the hell is a Peugeot? I've never heard of this car before. Anyway, that's what the Chocobo is going to be named. Peugeot. Why? Okay. I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. The Chocobo. Okay. 1 second, I gotta fix my HUD. Bear with me. I really wish, like it makes sense, I guess, that it resets for every new character, but if it could keep my HUD settings from my other characters, I would really appreciate that. Okay. That hotbar go up here, and these are out of alignment. There we go. That's better. I guess hotbar 3 we can kind of stick up there. Top 5, and what is this? Progress bar. What is that for? I don't know, but it can go there. Nothing is going to show there. There, beautiful. No, it's not quite lined up. That's gonna drive me insane. But whatever, it's good enough. Perfect. All right, let's pray return to the Waking Sands. The cat's doing the thing where he's like, oh, the door's closed. I have to lay by it till it gets open so that I can not go out it. I'm not gonna fall for this again. When do I get to hit level 30? I want to do the scholar stuff. I want to see what that's about. I just want healer cues, dude. That's what I really want. I want to run Halatali. Halatali. I don't want to run Totorac, but we're headed that way. We're headed for Totorac territory. Nymphilia needs you to investigate the sylphs.
set aside the...
Oops.
We have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey
Oh,
the behavior
task.
of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly
I'm
remind
having fun.
you,
I'm
is
amusing
among
myself.
the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
No, this is the toughest primal
In
ever.
short,
Garuda.
It is essential
Definitely
that we
not
approach
primal's
the Sylphs
tougher
in as
than her.
diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
How does that work
Winning
exactly?
The Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Yeah, whatever.
I am grateful.
That's
Lovely.
Thancred.
Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
You can't call yourself a babe, Thancred.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Oh, I hate his ARR voice now.
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
All these voices are, they gotta go. Except for Urianger, he can stay. Okay. I probably just need to teleport to Gridania again, because I don't think there's like a fast way to get there. Even though I have a Chocobo now, but the Chocobo's not going to get me there fast. It's very far away at Gridania. Just get me to level 30, that's all I ask. I'm not running Totorac before I get healer. I'm not running Halatali before I get healer. I just need to be level 30. Please, Lord, grant me this wish. It's crowded in here today. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to— Oh, beg pardons. It's a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Hello, I'm a Scion. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. You seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for that reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. That is so fucking... Oh, this is... Oops. That's auto-scrolling. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. What is an anarcho-capitalist? Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Dude, I was thinking I need to learn how to do French accents for when I go to Kurthis. Because those elves gotta be talking some French. And I have no fucking clue how to do a French accent. I'm gonna have to look it up. Do some practicing. Also, I gotta run all the way to the, Lancers Guild. Lancers Guild. Do some attuning on the way. That's a lettuce. My tiny. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of the hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier. Would you like to go? Wanna go? You wanna go for a boat ride? You like boats? I like chocobos. Hell yeah, Chocobo! I'm slightly faster than I was before. Haha, take that, world. Make this thing fly, though. That'd be good. Etherite, etherite, etherite. I always forget how slow the slowest chocobo movement speed is. It's like, I think around the same speed as sprinting, maybe? Sprinting might even be faster. Indeed, I am Amalane of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you would be well to speak to the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about Sylphs than I'll ever know. Hi, Rolf. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell ya. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in me noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Hey, Isabel. The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me of his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to us. You'd best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee-hee! Why was there a tee-hee at the end of that? Tee-hee! They'll fuck you up. Tee-hee! Hey, Mon. The Sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks. The next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. I'm on. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun. Or so Rolf once told me. There's a lot of good mount sounds happening right now. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. It just may help you win the favor of our forest friends. Everybody in this game makes you want to dance. Or wants to make you dance. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring, what was it? Drat, what was it again? And my wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. I don't know if I'm gonna get to 30 before Totorac, guys. I really just want to be a healer. I'm gonna beat up the people who made the game for not making Arcanist a healer from the get-go. A peace offering for the Sylphs. Or to anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear they wouldn't get past the front doorstep. Dear, no, their tastes run a little more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with the milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions of the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. The Sylphs love their drugs, is what we're learning. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck! I feel like you do a lot of bullshit quests before Totorac that might get me to 30. I'm hoping. Oh, I should have remembered to put on the other carbuncle. Whoopsie. Gonna end up fighting a tree slug. No, I didn't. Good job, carbuncle. You didn't do it. Alright, let's go talk to Rolf. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course. Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I could do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story about another time. We have more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'll regale me with some of your adventuring tales. I like how Rolf's supposed to be an old guy, but he looks like he's 20. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumoxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Alright, let's go talk to the sylphs. I like the sylphs. They're good people. Their quests are very annoying, but they're good people. God, fuck the sylphs quests, man. Ugh. Ugh, I say. Ugh. The cat is just sleeping on the floor next to me. He's very cute. He's curled up funny. He's cute. Goobo! 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 Goobo butt! The Goobo mount is also very good. Hello, Kumuxio. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. You want to dance? I'll give you a dance. Da 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 da. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with a quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one brings milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we've come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him from your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania. Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Lieutenant here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us. This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One's wastes everyone's time. Well, I never! Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Lieutenant's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. No, I guess I'm doing that. I don't want any of that shit. Don't fill my inventory with crap. It is messed up. You'd think they would appreciate a Manderville dance or whatever. Not that I have that, but... I've received a free company invite. Say, Lieutenant, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There go these bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Thanks, Ida. Let's talk to them before we dance for them. This one is weaving cloth. Walking one would know more. This one does not trust walking ones who do not show respect. Have some respect. I'll dance all over you. You hate this dance. So stupid looking. Walking one would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave the same way. Walking One's belly is rumbling. This one is not making a meal. This one is boiling bark and flower seeds to dye thread. Color must be jolly, and so must greet making. Oh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. What does Walking One want with this one? Elder One warned us not to get too friendly with the Walking Ones. Dance, 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 dance. I love making an ass of myself for diplomacy's sake. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Okay, I have made friends of the sylphs. Lieutenant, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from these accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. What is our next adventure? Oh, Papalimo. Lieutenant, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what may be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, do you say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hearer Immediate of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy of the sylphs' troubles. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Galnots that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forests, they are not easily come by. Zizgorlin. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Kumuxio. He is slow to warm up to outsiders, but with good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to decline this. No! I don't wanna. I have to slay this Zizgorlin. Oh yeah, let's switch to the one that's not gonna get every Zizgorlin mad at me. Okay, now let's go kill a gnat. What is a brownie brush? I always think it's just like the brownie food. And I'm like, oh, I'm collecting brownies for the sylphs. How delicious. I want one. But no, it's some kind of plant. Brownie is a word for a fairy too, so it's something probably related to that. Who knows? Who knows? Not I. Easy. Chocobo. I almost forgot I got a chocobo. Zizgorlin. It's a very stupid monster name. My throat kind of hurts from doing sylph voices. Dancing One's still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust this Dancing One after all. Alright, 28. Let's get to 30. Let's go. Let's go. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful. Always careful. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking Ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones and Walking Ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. I think just soldiers for now. I don't think we have robots yet. Our poor level 28 Lieutenant Columbo is not strong enough to beat up machines yet. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary like touched ones. This one's hate scary, and scary ones have scary friends. This is also a part of the main story that they really could have trimmed out a lot of fat on, but I'm glad because it's getting me experience and I want to hit level 30, but it's a lot of bullshit. And just wait till after we do Totorac and we get to do Titan. I'm glad that they cleaned up this story though. It's so much better than it was. Some of the shit they used to make you do, man, was like, I kind of remember, I need to check what they actually cut out, but I kind of remember even before you join the Scions, doesn't Minfilia, like, make you go do some stupid bullshit errands, like, go slay 10 of this monster to prove that you are worthy to join the Scions? Like, I vaguely remember that. And now they're just like, nope, you stole it, vouched for you, you're good. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Computer's chugging a little bit. Fearsome type clads heading toe to steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. That was really helpful information, Victor. Thank you. Those Imperials, they're bad news. That's all I got. Let's see, they're back somewhere. Boop, 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 boop. I might aggro a bunch of shit as I run back to the sylphs because I went through the bramble patch. We're just gonna run past all these Zizgorlins. See if I can evade them. I will use all of my powers of stealth and cunning to run past their tails and not be noticed. Ha 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 ha. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? Yeah, it sounds like Imperials, alright. This one sees. Steel walking ones come from the Empire. Carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through the woods. As this one thought. Steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark, right here. This is where the steel ones hide, this one knows. Dancing ones will go looking for steel ones, yes? Where am I going? Oh, search for clues in the forest. Ah, suspicious box! Oh, hello. There's a lot of guys. Nope, that's less guys. A cardboard box. Stop punching me. Okay, there we go. Suspicious box. There goes Behemoth. Dancing One is back. This one breathed sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something. Dancing One found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire? This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes, this one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do still walking ones know where to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to steal walking ones? This one fears for this one's home. The dancing one has helped this one much today. Dancing one must promise to always be friends to these ones. No, I guess an ether, I don't know. Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. I could go for some rocks. Delicious, delicious rocks. Alright, let's try to avoid the Zizgorlins again. Oh, that one's looking at me. Oh, I didn't avoid him. Oh no. What? Walking one wants this one to return to Little Solace. Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those ones who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on walking ones for everything. No better than those that summoned a primal one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home. But then meddling ones arrive. Forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling one is forbidden from following this one. Away with meddling one! I like doing these self voices. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. Yeah, no, Claxio just left, man. Claxio wants to fucking leave. What? Claxio refused to turn to these ones and went deeper into the forest. But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. These things will lead Helpful one to Claxio. But hurry! Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Alright, back we go. Let's see. Careful, careful, careful. Easy! Ah! He turned around right at me. Oh well, I'll just run past him. I got places to go, Zizgorlin. I ain't got time for you. What have you done for Mead lately? That's cute. That's real cute. Duty! It's duty time! Hey kitty, what are you doing? Meddling one is back! This one told Meddling one to be gone! Tell Kumoxio that this one is never go back! Never! Touched ones? Touched one should go away too! This one is good one! Everyone should just leave this one alone! Be on guard, Lieutenant. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. I love to beat up broccoli. The broccoli makes a very sad sound as you beat it up. very stinky one. Ah! No more bull. Run away, you coward. Enjoy your miasma. I like how Edith's just chasing him still. I'm gonna beat up this marble, I swear it. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Cumoxio and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Cumoxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like Touched Ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, or a helpful one, this one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Cumoxio and friendly ones. Bye. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could use for a nice hot bath. Do books even take baths, Papa Limo? That was a joke. That was a reference. Get me to level 30. I'm gonna sneak past this wild boar. I did it! Zuzgorlin. Hey, leave me alone. This guy always turns around right at the wrong time. I'll simply aggro every Zizgorlin, it's fine. I have a Chocobo now, I can outrun them. Ha ha ha, suckers. And I'm in a scene now. I'm invulnerable. Ha 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 ha. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. I hope this voice is not is entertaining and not annoying, you guys. I'm trying to be entertaining and not annoying. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But this helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is... This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never, never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? I got the mount speed, baby. And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Back on the Chocobo we go. Chocobo go. No one's telling me I'm not being annoying, so I'm going to assume I'm being annoying. Ha ha ha. You're stuck here with me. No, you're not. You can turn off the stream. Please don't go. I just like making funny voices. No, I think I'm probably fine. I'm probably doing fine. I'm just able to actually read the messages today, so I'm not flubbing words as much, and that makes me happy. I am possibly destroying my voice doing those sylph voices, though. Luckily, there's not many more sylph voices. Oh, the glory to the Sultana guy's perfect, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Glory to the Sultana! Glory! Like I was saying last night, though, I was really feeling insecure yesterday, but then I watched some of my VOD yesterday and made myself laugh. And I was like, okay, I must be funny if I can make myself laugh. Or if nothing else, if I'm only funny to me, that's good enough. As long as I'm having fun. That sounds more selfish than it actually is. The reasoning, though, is like, if I'm entertaining myself, then I'm probably entertaining somebody else out there, too. You know what I mean? Like, if I was doing stuff that I didn't find entertaining, something would be truly wrong. But I'm probably doing alright. I don't know. I'm having fun, though. I hope you guys are having fun. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gyamoka at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message with the that the wood whalers are needed in the search effort. Fun does indeed own, but are you having it? Are you having the fun? I assume you would shut off the stream if you were not. Hopefully. I want to jump in the river. Let's go enjoy our faster mount speed. Hell yeah. Hells to the yes. Well, it's not that fast yet. But it's faster. These trees. Look at these trees. They're so big. Too big. Not natural, I tells you, for a tree to be that big. It's downright seedy. I did get the ether right here already, right? I think I did. Oops. Where's this guy? This guy is possibly a lady. Cat lady. A message from the commander. Hello, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Okay, yes, I do have that ether, right? Let me start over on that one. Worst case scenario, I think if I have to queue Totorac as DPS, that'll be the last time I ever have to do that, because then that should definitely take me to 30. It just sucks. I'll have to go find some side quests or something to do in the meantime. And maybe the queue will pop fast, you never know. Geekerns. Ah, Buscarone. Well fed. Oh, well fed. What the fuck? Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side. Eh? Not here to fill your belly, then? Hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it's the elder you seek. These woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another blue, most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart. If you've time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across the sylph elder yourself. Egg! Egg! No word on the sylph elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscarone in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? Ugh, no fucker's teeth, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This dusk white scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. The bastard gets to keep his skin. For now. Thanks for stepping in there, friend. Not that I couldn't handle myself against a bleatin' milk slop like that bloke. And I don't want to cause no trouble for Buscarone, you know, having to mop up blood and bits of teeth and the like. Nicely done, Lieutenant. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you don't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst was a Duskwhite Ellison. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know 'em. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Egg. I appreciate all the good you've done for my patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a Kikern friend of mine, you see, name of Totorac, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at the Druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, and not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenosha. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine can. A Rogadan fellow named Bansing. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Laminsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. This is the most ridiculous bullshit filler quest. Crap. Everybody out of my way, I gotta go talk to somebody. Oh my god, there's so many people here. It's important to make you travel across the world for no reason. You found your way to Alcazali, friend? A Kikern what worked for the Druthers. I speak of Teterun. Related to the Kyokurun Blook just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making a good coin. But old Teterun up in Leftinsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. You're better off asking Kyokurun himself. He can be tight of lip though, I warn ye. Best to take this chicken egg with ya. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Good to hear about old Busk though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send a venturer along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Yokeroom busy with business. Too busy for blather. Kikurins are strange beings. Chicken egg? Kyukur love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Teacherun. Teacherun here no more. Teacherun leave Limsa. Teacherun go look for Sparklies. Now working at a trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Teacherun. Weinberg make trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. Kyukurun forgets things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyukurun. Kyukurun's very helpful. Teacherun, I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north by the way the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. Suss? Suss? The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking Old Feet. He's an old hand what knows a great deal about a great many things. This ferry's bound for Aleport. You coming with us? Alright, 40 gilden. Egg. You gonna love egg! Chicken egg! The Keycurrent are basically Muppets. If you think about it. Hi, Old Feet. Teacherun, I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. I fucking love the Simpsons joke, by the way. Very. When I was replaying the game not that long ago, I was like, Simpsons joke, I get it, I get it. He took himself north, through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by a fellow Keycurrent. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake, Mimurun's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. And then slowly take my Chocobo that doesn't have the mount speed up yet. I saw him. That is to say, I've seen him. I see a lot of baby buns. I wonder where people get those. They're cute. Even if they're not rabbits, what you would think from the name. Very rainy in Oakwood today. Man, I've already been going for 2 hours? Wow. I ain't even hit the fucking dungeon yet. There's a lot of self bullshit I gotta do. Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Teacherun. Teacherun, forget this. Forget it, druthers. Teacherun swore would never forget earring, but never forgot. Teacherun, thank. Teacherun, thank. Good Busgrown, doing good. Good Busgrown, good to Teacherun. Teacherun, miss good Busgrown. Good Busgroon to help Teacherun. Teacherun dead without good Busgroon. Must give thankies. Many, many thankies. Teacherun give Keycurrent firewater to Busgroon. Busgroon love firewater. Oops, I missed that one. Need coral pup whiskers. Need 3 good coral pup whiskers. Fuck you. Oops, I can't walk in the river. Some of the stuff they have left in the games is very baffling. I ain't level syncing for that shit. Have fun. I will simply go fight the corals out here. Alright, we want the gold one. No, it's kind of messed up that I only need 3 whiskers, but, whiskers come 2 per coral, and I have to kill 3 corals? That's messed up. That's twice as many whiskers as I should need. Makes you think. Oh, I'm supposed to slay the pups, not the master corals. Whoops! I just murdered that thing for no reason. Where's the pups? There's a pup. Was anybody else hitting this guy? If anyone else is doing it, I will, but nope, nobody else. Nobody else is hitting him. You cannot do the boss fates alone. It's too hard. Or at least I can't. I am too weak. Memoon. Teetroon. Memes and teats. Teetroon make firewater for Buskroon. You bring thingies Teetroon need? You brought all thingies. Teetroon make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Buskroon. Teetroon start making firewater now. Good firewater take time. More time, more good. You come back later. Hello, I'm back. Teetroon make firewater. Good, good firewater. You take the Buskroon. Make firewater for good Buskroon. Tell Buskroon no drink now. Tell put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Teetroon hopes Buskroon happy. But Teetroon gives Buskroon thankies. Many, many thankies. You tell Buskroon. Teetroon make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many, many sparklies. All thanks to good Buskroon. Yeah, you just got like a fade wipe like later. Alright, where are we teleporting to? We gotta go to Buskroon, huh? I think this is probably the closest thing that I got. Central Shroud. Oh, stretchy. I'm lost. One thing I really like about A Realm Reborn is how there's like the story fates, you know? Which, I mean, it's kind of a waste because nobody really runs them ever. But there are several zones that have fates that run in a sequence that are like a story being told. And that's a neat detail. You don't really see that in the expansions at all because, again, people don't really run the fates. But I like it. Is this the right way? No. Where am I going? Buskaroon. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Teetroon's belongings to him. What's this? For me? Kikrin Firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old Aw, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. Oh, I think this is actually an improvement. Okay, okay, okay. I'll take the gloves. Okay, okay. Oh, they're stupid looking gloves. Hell yeah. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here. A place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like, the missing sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Time for Totorac. One level away still. Damn it. I was gonna say, I wonder if that actually comes up. Ever. I feel like that might come up in a patch quest or something. Whee. Hey, leave me alone. I'm trying to... Fine, fuck you. Now I can wait at my destination in peace. Oh. Why are there 5 different areas I have to investigate for this? Oh, that Buscaroni's stacked, alright. Ow. Oh, I should go get the, Etherite over here at Quarry Mill while I'm here. Get sucked into a fate while I'm at it. Easy. Just checking things out, having a look around. Ah! You're ruined, buddy. Ho ho. My tummy kind of hurts. Wonder what that's about. Ah, hello. I agree. Hurting is illegal. I have investigated the areas. Buscarone. I'm stuck on a table. So, was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the Twelves Wood? First sylphs and now Garleans, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Perhaps the Garleans be following the sylphs, tracking them or giving chase, mayhap. But no, not this far into the forest. The Whaler spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they, unless someone guided them through? Someone who knew where the spires stand and when the Whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. Boy, they sure do give you 5 billion quests before you can get into Totorac. I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans? Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Lieutenant, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him if it comes to that. Let's go kick Laurentius' ass. You never trust a guy named Laurentius. Yeah, the Laurentius in Dark Souls was the good one, right? He was the Pyromancer guy? Is that what that's called? Pyromancer. Who am I thinking of? The guy that was the evil guy that kills the Firekeeper. Can you not see him on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, then take it to the barracks. Who was the other guy? I can't remember his name. The one you free and then he kills the Firewalker and then you have to invade him to get the soul back. Or the Firekeeper, not the Firewalker. Totorac, thank you, thank you. I was like totally blanking on that. I knew it started with an L. Oh, Laurentius, what are you doing by these Garlean boxes? Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid their men their worth. You? What did you... How long have you... Help! 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 Please, come quick, my friends! It is I, Laurentius! I am under attack! What were you saying, Laurentius? Laurentius is over here talking in the boxes. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. I read the emphasis wrong. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Leave me alone, Totorac. Leave me alone, Totorac. Leave me alone. Where's Laurentius? Laurentius, save me from the cat trap. I'm hiding. How is it hitting me through trees? No bully. Fine, I'll just murder you. If you want to die that badly, buddy. long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough! Enough, I say! It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud, but they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Though you do not realize yet how much. Bloody idiot! Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who was cornered. Garleans, I brought the Makote bastard! If you're a female character, by the way, he says bitch. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the powers of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ye? You there, Makote. Stand there at old Busk's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Legless Laurentius. I'm gonna kick his ass. Stop trying to get me an AoE. That's rude. I'm casting here. Hey, I'm casting here. Laurentius is getting his ass kicked. I'm just gonna focus on Laurentius. Pretty sure this ends when he's dead. Oh yeah, he also has cure magic, so we definitely want to kill him. Ah, he's dead. Ah ha ha ha. We killed you. I'm gonna teabag him. I can't crouch. Damn it. Oh, I still have to kill these guys, I guess. Oh, he's still alive. Impossible! How did you best the Emperor's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side. They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Ah, but I know the answer only too well, Buscarone. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I'm sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I would like you to tell Buscarone. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. You sure changed sides quickly. Ketchup. Man, I've been like going through the main story this entire time and I have not managed to either hit level 30 and also it's been like 2 hours and 30 minutes. What the hell? There's so much story for doing nothing. Like this is just crappy filler stuff at this point. Ugh. Ugh. ARR. Why do you do this? Trying to click on a lamp, not Buscron. Aye, Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change a lot of his fellow men, he might as well at least change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not his own. Somehow he'd failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Eh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think if he'd afforded a second chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Lieutenant. The Sylph Elder has been found. Who? It's taken us a fair old while, but we've finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. Ahem. His name is Phrixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Little Solus. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them, a small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment, and bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Maws of Totorac here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Ida's always helping. She's always got the important things to say. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help older one. Please, Phrixio. Poor Phrixio. Whoa, whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow. Elder one went into Totorac but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you'd right to be. That place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please. Walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. Ah, the fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Lieutenant, go to the Maws of Totorac and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. I'm Colombo. By order of the Elder Seedseer, the dungeon known as the Maws of Totorac has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? Are you sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a poor blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorac is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. Okay, I'll tell you what. I am not, gonna sit in queue and do a whole dungeon after this stream, because it's already been a long stream, and the queue will take God knows how long. You know what I mean? Like, I should have just hit level 30. That would have been nice. But it didn't happen. Instead, we had to do 5 billion self quests, so that it did not give enough experience. So I'm just gonna, like, wander my ass over to Quarry Mill and log out for the day, and tomorrow we will enter the 1,000 Maws of Totorac and save the Sylph Elder. And finally reach fucking level 30 so we can become a healer and not have to wait in queues for 5 years. But until next time, thank you guys for watching. You have a good night.